All right, gamers, welcome back to another TCM video, and we got a heavy one for you today. So after a few days to kind of sit back and think more a little bit about the most recent community check-in stream that we had with the developers, I know things may look bleak, but I'll be honest, I don't think they're that bad. Let me tell you why. It'll be okay. Sit down, relax. We're gonna be fine. I'm still gonna mention some of the negatives, but I really want to emphasize the positives that we got from the stream, because I feel like some people aren't necessarily talking about them as much. So that's what we're gonna focus on here. I do know, yes, the stream was depressing. We got a lot of sad info. It wasn't great. I wish they would have tossed in a little bit more positives, but at the end of the day, I really do think we still have some high hopes for TCM. So starting off, no TCM2 content. That's unfortunate. It sucks. No Chop Top, but that's not Gun's fault. They clearly wanted TCM2. They wanted Chop Top. They wanted everything that came with that, but what they didn't want was another F-13 incident, and I don't think us as a community wanted that either. And this was the right decision. It was the right decision for Gun to not try and make it work or do something hokey. They're clearly smart enough now to not make that mistake. Not that the lawsuit of the last game was really their mistake, it was just horrible circumstances, but the positive side of this is they confirmed we have access to the other TCM movies. It kind of seems like they're already digging into that. Personally, I would love to see Vilmer or Sheriff Hoyt or someone from a different TCM timeline or whatever. I think Gun still probably wants this. They could do it. The options are out there, so there's a lot of hope for that. They also confirmed, hey, they got full access to Leatherface, so that's pretty cool. We got Nicotero. They confirmed they're cooking up another skin for the content pass, and obviously that will be available to those who don't buy the content pass. There's a lot of options that they could go with Leatherface in terms of his skins. I'm excited to see the new one. I have no idea what it's going to be, but they seem excited, so that makes me excited. And hey, there's still options. They could go they could make an original family member with like a war vet pass or a hippie family member. While it's not going to be Chop Top, it would have to be very new and creative and unique and not similar, but hey, you still get those vibes. Whether that's good or bad for us to have a bootleg Chop Top, I'll still take it. As long as the character's fun and creative. I think that's what most people really want. Moving on, in terms of characters, they confirmed that Maria Flores, her story is now done. So Gun can really dig in more into their own lore for the main game or for Rush Week. They really can get creative and do, cook up some fantastic things for us to learn and follow. I think a lot of people love the radio stories and everything that goes in with that. They can continue to build on that and just really make another new creative story. And I think that's what really draws people into the game. The other a little bit unfortunate news we got was the no in-game currency or a level cap increase. And yes, these are bummers at the end of the day. It's still a business, and they had to take a business decision this time. And no, I'm not talking about money in this case. Yes, it sort of plays in with money. The business decision is that they'd have to put all their time and resources into adding these. And Wes said it was a full overhaul on the back end of things, and that would take away from other potential maps or characters we could get. And I don't know about you, but I would much rather have new maps, new characters, maybe another new game mode. I would rather have that than them spending so much time for who knows how long trying to fix the in-game currency and the level cap. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way, but to me, the game needs content. I would rather take the content rather than a minor fix to potentially get more content. If you're worried about the lack of the remaining skill points, I did the math. Each character averages about 30 points per tree. At level 99, I have 225 left at the moment with every character at level 10. And if you do the math there, it's 7 more characters that they can fully add to the game before it becomes, before we run out of points. So if and when that happens, they're going to have a fix. They're going to readjust it. Maybe they'll give everyone some free points and continue to move on, or maybe they scrap that points in general. You know, the gun is gonna figure it out, guys. You know, no matter how you look at it, they're gonna have a workaround. They're planning this stuff now for when that comes. And if they aren't, then I said it here first. You should get on that. But you know, that's that. They already know. As for the in-game currency thing, yeah, it sucks. There's no in-game currency, but they never said this was gonna be a thing. They said they were gonna look into it, and they did. They did their due diligence. They looked into it. They made the correct decision to not proceed forward, wasting the time with it. You know, price of things I get is an issue for some people here and there. The game's $20 now. Obviously you already had it. You maybe paid 40 or got it on sale. Really, at the end of the day, you're not required to buy the DLC. I really don't think the skin prices are that bad. $3 for a family skin is pretty nice in my opinion. And while $5 for some similar victim skins isn't great, it's still, you still get a nice variety. I mean, anytime I buy a victim skin pack, I constantly am changing which skin I have pretty much every single game. So but that's just how I do it. You know, if you don't value the skins as being worth it, then don't spend the money. And hey, there you go, you're saving $5 plus tax. so good for you. Yes, maybe Nicotero Leatherface was a bit much, but we've not really seen anything like that since, so we'll see if they continue to move that route going forward. But anyway, moving on, they called out the hacker situation. I've seen people complaining that they haven't mentioned this for a while now, and hey, they finally mentioned it. They said they're actively working it, as they always are. You know, they're taking action on people's tickets, so if you do see a hacker, submit a ticket. Maybe they'll ban the person, and then hey, that's one less hacker to ruin your or anyone else's experience. You know, it's a good thing that they're working on this. They also mentioned the Xbox crashes, and while this update is coming on Tuesday, they confirmed we got the fix, and I think we even got that in the Muerto Times from last week or whenever we got that information. They said they were fixing the crashes. They commented on this. I wanted to see, you know, a lot of people were clamoring for them to mention it, and hey, they did, and they're fixing it. Yeah, it sucks you had to wait a month, and I don't play on Xbox anymore, so I couldn't tell you how bad or not bad it was, but it seems like enough people were having it that, you know, they fixed it in the next big patch. And that's, you know, while it sucks it took that long to get there, that's their schedule. It's nice they at least got it fixed in the very next update. They're making some big changes to Rush Week. You know, I think this is a little unexpected for some people, but I think it was very, very necessary. They're nerfing Johnny's attack. You know, it sounds like it's just going to be 3 more hits. Some people think this is a good thing, some people think it's a bad thing. I think ultimately 3 swings for a kill probably is a good thing. And to counter that, which no one's mentioning this, they said they're going to change his lockpicking. I think Johnny's lockpicking is way too slow. If they are hopefully buffing this, I think that's going to offset the 3 swing change personally. I really do. So, you know, we're looking at the positives here, people. We're looking at the positives. That's a big thing. And the other huge thing there was the attic pool. They said they're on top of that. They're going to be looking into some, I guess we don't know details, but I assume they're probably adding more spawns for it, which is huge. Or maybe they're changing how long it takes to change the opening of the attic. In either case, you know, they immediately saw it was a problem and they're addressing it immediately. I don't know what else you want them to do about that. I'm happy that they did that. They're listening to the community feedback and taking action on it. So that's a big W. The last big thing was just private matches. You know, whether you know, same with Rush Week. If you don't play Rush Week or you love it, want some changes, hey, yeah, maybe you don't care too much, but a lot of people play it, so they're changing it. Same with private matches. If you don't play private matches, there's still people who want it. There's people who want those customization options, and people who've been asking since launch for some customization options for private matches. They're finally doing that. That's cool. That's really awesome. Again, they're taking direct community feedback and making an action on it. So this is a really very, very good thing, whether you play them or not. I don't know why people are so upset about them looking at private matches. Clearly they have like a plan of, you know, what to work on, and recently it's been a couple private match things. I'm sure here soon we probably won't get a private match update for a little while, so you know, there's schedules to things. And you know, just a couple roundups. Here's all some really good things that they said they're working on, or at least looking into. They said they're looking into adding a random kill option for a family. Me personally, I want this so bad, and I hope they can make it work. You know, we know that would go into a UI overhaul, which is always a big thing. Wes even said this exact thing. But hey, I would love a random kill for a family. If you buy a couple, you know, execution packs, it'd be nice to be able to use different kills every single game, or in the same game, you know what I mean? Killer Clowns had this, Friday the 13th had this. If it's random, or if you can at least select multiple, that would be super cool. Other small thing, they want parties in Rush Week. Wes said they're working on that. That's all there is. So many people were asking for this. They said they want it. They're going to work on it. Who knows when we get it, but they're working on it. They talked about the Blood Moon map. You know, they fixed that. They fixed the lighting, probably some shading. You know, didn't really go into specifics, but they mentioned that, you know, they're working on it. They're planning future events with this. Who knows when our next event will be? Probably a double XP something or another here soon. But, you know, as far as the Blood Moon map is concerned, they made changes on it, and they're already planning future events. So I think that's a huge W no matter how you look at it. And last but not least, Blackout Cosmetics for Hans, Virginia, and Maria are coming. Wes had a cheeky smile during this. And you know, who knows when that's coming? Probably soon, based on the way he kind of smirked when they brought it up. But you know, they're coming. Yes, I know we had to wait super long for Virginia, but they're coming. So, you know, have a little bit of patience. I know that's easier said than done for some people, but you know, I think there's enough other skins in the for the time being to keep you entertained. So, you know, at the end of the day, I think if you're watching this video, it means you probably at least like or did like TCM at one point to even the smallest degree. And while it's not the perfect game, TCM as a whole is still a fantastic game. It looks great. It plays great. It's a lot of fun. If you don't think it's fun, you probably aren't playing it, and you should probably find a different game to play. If you're just here complaining, then, you know, why I don't get that. Yeah, some bugs are going to be inevitable. The level cap increases may be a bummer at the end of the day, but you know, Gun's going to figure these things out. They just will. You got to have a little bit of faith and a little bit of positivity. Life is easier if you are positive, I promise. You know, and maybe all this is just me coming, you know, having some copium, but you know, I really do love this game. I love the people I've met playing this game. I do think the community is fantastic. Obviously there's a couple bad eggs here and there, but you're always going to have that. You know, and if you are one of those people who's a hater and you're wishing for the downfall of this game, I don't get that. Why are you even here to begin with? Go watch something else, but you know, to click like on the way out. That's all I ask. Or dislike, I don't care. Press dislike. You know, but I guess if you are still here, it's probably because you do like TCM and you want it to succeed, and be the great game that we all know it can be. I hope you're at least with me on that. And yeah, really that's all I have today. You know, I wanted to highlight some of the positives, because really, despite some of the negative news we got during this stream, TCM is still a fantastic game as it is. You can still play it. It's still a lot of fun. Maybe Xbox, you can play it better here soon, but you know, it's a great game. Truly, I think we all like it. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. If you are still here, I appreciate you staying to watch. Please feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, leave a like, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.